basically, I find the subject to talk about right now is planning what to do with your body. It seems as though we're only given a certain amount of options, and a lot of people are so used to this traditional way of dealing with this is that they see no spontaneous yet better options for themselves. I mean, all you have to do is want it. You don't have to, basically always do everything that everybody else is doing or what we're supposed to do. There's a lot of people that really just wake up and are like, okay, I want to be cremated if something happens to me, or I want to be buried if something happens to me. And they don't explore their options. I try to basically say that it's not a point of being scared of what's going to go on with you, because, now that they have something planned, they kind of have an ideal of, your remains and stuff like that and what can happen. But really, you should be able to make your own choice. It's your freedom, it's your free will to do and make yourself the way you want to. And if nobody agrees with that, then I just think that's unfair. So, with that being said, there's so much more to life than just what is already planned. And you can't expect to go anywhere new if you're still following around in the same old places. I mean, of course, everybody may get to the same place, but this is when we have to worry about population, overpopulating, and just learning how to put things in a position where no matter what you want to do, it's going to work. You have to realize you are you. And you have to take full responsibility of yourself and not allow others to obtain that responsibility. A lot of people think that, that there's a God and that, there's an afterlife and there's not enough room in heaven and there's hell and, there's paradise. A lot of people believe in those type of things. But I'm talking about something beyond the written already. Some more than somebody's handing you. You want to hand yourself. You want to be grown enough to say, okay, this is how I want to be, when my time comes, and hopefully my kids will not take the normal route and basically just, let others throw their whole point of physical being away. I mean, you work so hard to learn how to become you, and then all of a sudden, in the end, you still have people that really aren't, educated enough to make decisions for you. But in reality, when you decide to let yourself go, and I've said this previously, it's your choice. I believe that you need to keep moving. You need to keep a focus. You need to build something out of something that you have no idea of what you're going into, and that's the beauty of it. But it's like you spend all this time going to school, got this education, got this nice job, house, cars, kids, all of this, and for it to be basically like disappearing away as soon as people think it's time or it's your time, because you don't have that normal functioning, human body standard going on anymore. And the way people even learned how to do new certain things or recopy a certain thing in a different, way is by trying, is by actually going through with it, which is an awesome thing, because now you have like this group of people that have been through the same thing. Well, I'm here to tell you, I don't believe in any of that crap. I definitely want to be different. I definitely want to be ambiguous. I definitely want to be the one where if I disappear, they want to know how. Because it wasn't because of any of them. It wasn't from their knowledge or their resources and stuff like that. You're the one that's supposed to proceed. And can't nobody make you choose a procedure to go through. And this is why, since a lot of people, there's a group of people that believe in, cremation, burial, and dissecting of the body, I want to hear those people voices that don't believe in that, and that believe in, I want to say natural cause, but, just because it's a little bit, difficult to explain all the other ways a person has really gone forth through death. So just take the time to realize you don't always have to lay down and close your eyes. There's trillions of things out there for you. And I think it's unfair how you constantly utilize the same theory, the same methods, when it's really getting you nowhere. I mean, we're able to, build more things, have more things, for the earth for our usage and stuff like that. Like, it has its advantages. But the disadvantage is you never got to have your own advantage. It's like you're turning back into a kid. Except these aren't your parents. Supposedly they know better. So trust them. No, you have to trust within yourself. You have to give yourself a real reason to not go down those same paths. So just take a moment to think about it and gradually realize that when you pick up a pencil, your idea, the whole motive is to write. Well, sometimes picking up a pencil can just be a pillow. It could be, it could be the sun or the moon. Like, you never know. These people place meanings upon things for themselves. And I think everybody needs to find their own way and their own meaning to deal with themselves. So, just realize you don't have to do these things. And I heard that, if you don't know what to do with your body, they're not going to save you, inside of a little, whatever it is, basically like a shelter. Just have your body sitting there until you figure out what you want to do. Actually, they'll just go ahead and cremate you, and which is unfair. Because if they have the room and the time for all, the rest of your remainings, and, they can make room for however else you decide to deal with your remainings. So, just concentrate and know that there are better choices out there.